Now that we have seen how to open MS Access, let's look into something. Now MS Access has two ways of viewing the data. Now data can be seen in the form of in this form, which looks very much like an Excel sheet, but we also have another way. We can view the data in a design view. So let's see. Here we have the possibility of changing all the field names. What are field names? Let's see what are field names. All these columns have a name. Initially, when we open a new table, these are assigned as field 1, field 2, field 3, field 4, field 5, and so on and so forth. So for changing all these, either you do it, you click here and you rename the column, but best way is you go in the view mode, you design, and then you can change your field names here, and accordingly you can also change the type of data that has to be entered here. So for example, for customer ID, we have given it a auto number. So every time I go to a next entry, it will keep on increasing the number. The first name is a text, last name is a text, company name is a text, email is a hyperlink, website we have selected as hyperlink. So all these things can be changed. If you click here, you'll get all kinds of different options, and then accordingly you can change your fields and the data type. So let's go back to data sheet view. So this is how in your book you can read this. You'll have a detail of everything. MS Access has two views or ways by which data can be entered in a table: data sheet view and design view. Data sheet view is the default view when a new table is created. To change the view of a table, you have to follow the steps which we have already seen. The next part in your book is creating a table in datasheet view. So how do we create a new table? Let's see. For creating a new data, you just go on this, click on create, and here you have all the different kinds of things that we can do in Access. We had already talked about table. So if I click, it creates a new table. Apart from it, there are forms, reports, queries, and we also have a macro for macro and module, which we'll be looking into later on in this as we go on with the chapter. For now, we have started a new table like it has been given in your book. So let's see. Once the table has been created, you should know how to enter the data as shown here in your book. To enter data using the datasheet view, follow these steps. Start entering the first record in the click to add column as shown in figure. So this add new field, you just have to add. So let's say we start with number 1. This is, you don't have to click here, either you can click here or you can just press on the tab button and it will go to the new field, add new field. So we are adding new fields for now. The second field is name of the student, this part. So let's start writing the names. For now we are going to just enter the data. So the second one is Sudhanshu Saleja. I click on the tab and I go on the next one, section 2D. Then the date of birth is 27.07.2008. What happens if I click on the tab? If you look carefully, I had entered dots 27.07.2008, but somehow it is not accepting that dot. So later on we'll have to go and check it in the design mode, what is wrong with this field. For now, let's continue. The next is martial arts activity. It is judo, and the next one is sports activity, which is basketball. So we can continue adding. So on and so forth. We can keep on adding, but for now let's see, because I had already created another one. We have all these, the data has been already added here. See, this is one of the kind that has already been done. So let's see, modify the last one, 2307. Look carefully that we are still adding the dots, but I don't think it's going to accept. See, it is not accepting, so we'll have to go and change it in the designing mode. Once the data has been filled, which is one of the most important parts of any Access program, we go to the home and let's check the design view. If you check here in field 4, this was our field number 4. Something's going wrong, so it is already highlighting it. Field number 4 is marking as number, but we want to change it to date. So let's change it to date. Now the format of the date. Input. What kind of input mask do we want? Let's check. So what kind of format do we want here? I think this can do fine. So it will give me an input mask like this one. It will just give me the slashes and I'll have to enter the dates. I think that's fine. Just click and then we finish. Now let's try and go check our datasheet view. Now these fields had been removed as it had informed us earlier while we were changing the format. So what happens now? If I click now, see it is giving me the format for date. So I just have to write 27072008. I keep moving down and I can keep on modifying the data. 11. This time I don't even have to enter a dot or anything. It will just keep on moving as I enter the data. So now that we have changed it, we can just save it. Now that we had already changed the format of this field, let's go and see how we can change the names also of all these fields. We had seen that we can just click on this column and then we can rename, but then there's another way. We can go to the design view mode. Here we have all the different field names. We had already changed roll number 1. Now we can change the other ones. We can just try it here. So once this is done, we go back to we go back again to the data sheet view, and this time when we go there, see it has already been changed. If there's an error, you can always change it here. So this is how your Access database will look like. For now, for today, we have learned how to create a new table we have seen how to change the fields, we have also seen how to insert the data, then we have also seen how to change the format of a field, and there were two ways. Either you can click here or you can go to the view mode and you can go to the design view. This is how you can change it. So these were some of the things that we were supposed to do in this video. So if you have computers or laptops at your home, try to do this practice work, this one. Next time, in next video, we'll be doing data types in MS Access. If you have any problem and if you're not able to understand anything, do write into your teacher and then she'll convey it to us. Thank you.